Hey everyone, Kaylee, your friendly neighborhood hairstylist here, and today we're getting ready start to finish on this glam holiday look. So you guys have been asking for a makeup tutorial from me, and I thought instead of just showing you the makeup, let's bring the whole look together. So the outfit, the makeup, the hair, start from no makeup and wet hair and do the whole thing. So that's how we're doing today. And not only are we doing a makeup tutorial, we're doing a fully drugstore makeup tutorial because I've heard you guys. You want that? We're doing it. I am working with CVS on today's video, which I'm excited about because they are a great destination for holiday beauty. You can find your beautiful red lip, your glowing highlight, your amazing lashes, whatever you need, they've got it. From your tried and true drugstore favorites to new brands like K-Beauty, they've got it. And I am just excited to show you guys this whole look coming together. So with all that being said, let's get into it. Hello, Kayley Melissa here, coming at you barefaced from my Christmas living room, which is also my only living room. Let's just get into it, shall we? For my foundation, I am using the L'Oreal Infallible Up to 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. This is my second bottle of this. I have gone through, all the way through one. I just need you to know that in my line of work, that's rare. And I almost forgot. Just gonna interject this real quick. I like to put my eye primer on before I do my concealer and foundation because I find when I go in after the fact, I disrupt said foundation and concealer. I also like to go under my eyes because I have some, you know, some creasing. Some people might call it wrinkles. Just wanna make sure that everything is primed and, you know, gonna live its best life. And now we blend. I mean, this coverage, this finish, this blendability. I love this foundation. For my concealer, this is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear More Than Concealer. Well, I'm using the color 345 Oatmeal. My face apparently looks like oatmeal. Now we're just gonna blend that in. I always like to pat over the areas closest to my eyes and the darkness around my eyes, and then blend the outside. Stuff is very pigmented. I actually could probably have used a little bit less, but this is a holiday glam look, so let's just lean into it. Not gonna lie, if I wasn't filming this for the internet, I would probably be playing Christmas playlist right now, singing into my makeup brushes. Anybody else on that train with me? I just feel like, you know, we get what, 4 weeks, 6 weeks of Christmas music a year. I wanna get every bit of it. Soak it up, just like a little Christmas sponge. The finish, the coverage, the blendability, I'm telling you people, it's so good. And now we set. I've been playing around with some different setting powders from the drugstore. The one I'm gonna use today is the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Powder Foundation. Let's go ahead and set those under eyes before they get a chance to crease. No creasing on my watch today. Little under eyes. And I like to set until my face does not feel sticky anymore. And at this point, I feel I have gone full ghosty. Hi. Let's add some color back in. Another great drugstore makeup brand is Milani, and I'm gonna be using their Silky Matte Bronzing Powder in Sunkissed. We're gonna blend that out, don't worry. When in doubt, just blend it out. That's it, ladies and gentlemen, we stop there. Put a little bit through here, give myself more of a jawline. I do like to go a little bit more glam during the holiday season. I feel like that's kind of the norm. It's when you're told you can do all the shimmers and the bold lips and all that stuff. Any chance I get to be a little bit more extra with my makeup, I'm gonna be a little more extra with my makeup. All right, then I'm taking a little bronzer around my forehead and then on the sides of my nose, not so much for contouring as just like bringing the warmth into the center of my face. And now for blush, I'm going with a very old school YouTuber favorite, the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. And then for my highlight, I'm going in with a new shade of a favorite formula. This is the Maybelline Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter in Rose Gold. I have this in gold and peach. I think I've used the gold in a makeup tutorial before. But this has a special little winter glam moment with the packaging and the holographic, and I feel like between the cute packaging and the bomb product, this is stocking stuffer material because it's not gonna break the bank, but it is going to revolutionize your giftie's life. It's just good. And we're just going to take a little bit on a fluffy brush over the cheekbones. Oh yes, can you see it? Can you see it? So I like to go in like my first dusting over all of the cheekbone and then focus it up here. Oh, I love a good highlight moment. This is pretty. Okay, I think this is my favorite shade now. Oh, yes. You know, it's Christmas season. It's time to be Rudolph with the glowy nose. And now we move on to eyeshadow, and I am excited about it. But first, let's move the camera closer. Hello, welcome closer to my face. For my eyeshadow, I'm using some Wet n Wild and some Essence. From Wet n Wild, I have the My Glamour Squad palette. And from Essence, I had the Beautiful palette. Recently, I've been starting my makeup by doing the matte colors and the crease and then adding in all the shimmers. I'm gonna use On My Own from the Essence palette. And that's just gonna go through my crease, windshield wiper motions. It's a really nice matte. And these are not expensive palettes. Also, CVS has so many Essence products and they're so good and they're so inexpensive. So thus far this year I've gone to a tacky Christmas sweater party where I wore kind of a normal holiday sweater, but I put bow snap clips in my hair. So I decided that made it tacky enough. I am trying to find somewhere to wear a sparkly smoky eye on New Year's Eve. That's my holiday so far. What about you guys? Do you pull out looks for holiday, or is it more like everything's so busy, I'm just trying to make sure that I'm doing all the stuff on my to-do list? Because I'm feeling that so much this time of year. And I've blended that up just a little bit high because then I'm gonna use In the Buff just under my brow bone and blend it with the transition shade. So it's a nice, seamless, beautiful gradient. I was getting a little bit lazy with my underbrow color, and I was noticing that it was starting to make my eyeshadow a little patchy looking because I wasn't doing all the blending I was supposed to. That was happening across just so many different brands, and I was like, it's me, it's user error at this point. So I've been getting back into it, and it's made a big difference. Now I've got a little bit of a tighter brush, and I'm going to mix together this really dark transition shade and this guy over here to kind of get right in the middle of that. And we're going to focus that into the crease and a little bit over the outside of the lid. Also, can we talk about the fact that there's like days left in 2019 and then we're on to a new decade? Like, we're fully about to be in 2020. I remember when it turned into a new millennia, became 2000, and I was trying to picture what 2010 and 2020 would look like. Gotta say, they did not turn out the way I thought. I was 10 and being like, oh, I bet in year 2020 there's gonna be spacesuits and we're basically gonna be living in like Xenon from the Disney Channel. That's what's gonna happen, right? Incorrect. And now I'm gonna go with On My Own again, but I'm gonna take that underneath my lash line, just right there. All right, let's move on to some eyeliner, if I can find it in all of this. Haha. L'Oreal Infallible Liquid Liner. Oh, you know what? I have to put on the shimmer first. I was just really excited about the eyeliner. So I think before I put shimmer on all the areas that don't have stuff yet, I'm going to shade the outside of my lid a little bit with some more On My Own. And this is gonna get a little bit more shading when we do the eyeliner. I'm also gonna just go ahead and grab some My Time. That's right here. Heck yes. So the other day I posted on Instagram and said that I'm thinking about doing a life update video. Still am, but one of the questions was about my makeup journey and how I learned to do makeup and all of that. And I mean, it's been a long one. I'm gonna take this light shimmery color from the Wet n Wild palette, just put that over my lids. So back in the day, in the 2000s, when I was first learning how to do makeup, there were not tutorials online. There was not an Instagram to watch. There was barely a YouTube. So I learned initially by going to makeup counters with my mom, where the people there would teach us a little bit about makeup and I would play around with it. And then with the advent of YouTube, I was able to learn just a whole lot more. And then I went through a stage where I was only buying drugstore makeup, and I actually bought a lot from CVS at the time because I was couponing. I was stacking like the coupons with the CVS deals, making it all work, and it was just a lot of practice. I think it was a lot of being willing to look a little silly while I was figuring it out. Now I'm gonna take Taupe Up, put that over the center-ish of my lid. I just remember really distinctly in college there was this period of time where I was totally fine with whatever I did in the morning that I felt like playing around with. I would wear it all day. And some days I would be like, you know what, this was not the look for me. But it was fun and it was experimental. And I think the more I did it, the better I got. I'm using my Maybelline highlighter again on my eyeballs. Really amp up the shimmer. Pretty much as college wrapped up, I started working on a makeup counter, and I feel like that gave me probably my most diverse knowledge around stuff. But I think the majority of what I have learned about makeup is from YouTube and then from trying stuff out and figuring out what works for me. Now we're gonna go in with the eyeliner. I'm gonna do like a really thin little line and probably flick it up a little bit at the end. I used to never use these like pen eyeliners, and now they are my jam. You just kind of rest it against your lash and pull. And if you feel like a little bit more self-conscious and like my story about walking around my college campus with actually ridiculous looking makeup at times because I was learning how to do makeup sounds scary, then like at the end of the day, just play around with the different eye look, play around with contouring, play around like whatever it is you're trying to learn, and then you wash it off. And now for my next trick. The black in this Wet n Wild palette looks really good, so I'm gonna use it and just the tiniest smudger brush and smudge over the top. Man, I messed this one up. We're gonna fix it, don't worry. I'm gonna take my concealer brush, pinch it to make it a little bit more focused. Let me put the outside. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna take a little bit more of a dark brown and I'm gonna wiggle that in right here. And then grab a fluffy brush and blend it out. And then I'm gonna stop, because that is really the key to good makeup, is knowing when to cut yourself off. And now for mascara. We're back to Essence. I mean, if we're talking stocking stuffers, you really should just load up on Essence, because they've got good stuff, it's inexpensive. For this one, I have the Get Big Lashes Volume Boost Waterproof Mascara. And now I desperately need to do my brows. For my brows, I have the Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara Plus Filling Fibers. And for my pencil, I have the Maybelline Brow Ultra Slim. This is really good. Honestly, some days I do my brow pencil first, some days I do my brow gel first. I am going to do the brow gel first today. I'm gonna go in with some very little strokes and then build out my arch. It's also a really good color. Also, can we talk about my eyebrow evolution over the last year? They were big. Like, nobody told me. I thought we were sisters. I thought we were friends. I thought you would tell me if I did stuff like this. That's some Schitt's Creek brow right there. We've learned, right? All right, I'm feeling this makeup. I feel glam, I feel cute, with stuff that is all very affordable, by the way. Okay, and now for the lippy stick. So Revlon came out with their Luscious Mattes collection. Guys, I'm a long time Revlon lipstick stan. I think these are reformulated though. They're new and they're good. I really like how smooth they are. I really like the finish. They have great color selection. Also, they redid the packaging so it's like matte and it has this gold circle and it just looks so sleek and good. Today I am using Getting Serious. This actually reminds me of Lisa Eldridge's lipstick formula. Yeah, it just glides on really easily. It feels really comfortable on. All right, let's zoom me out. I think it's time for hair. And here we go, it's hair time. In the shower, I used some faves, clearly. This is the Briogeo Be Gentle, Be Kind shampoo and the fully now empty conditioner. I mean, do I love these or do I love these? And then for my leave-in, I'm going to use the Living Proof Restore Perfecting Spray. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put in my heat protectant now. This is the GSQ by Glam Squad heat protectant. Just pump this into my hands and work it into my hair. Really like this one because it does a really good job of protecting but also fighting frizz. And now I'm gonna grab my T3 Curlux dryer and get this hair dry. Dry my hair, I dry it every which way to get it as voluminous as possible, which is how I end up with this puffball situation. But I like that because my hair tends toward being flat, so I figure if I take it the opposite way and I go as big and as puffy as possible, then after I style it and after it settles a little bit, it's gonna look how I want it to look. That being said, I think it's about time to put some bend in this hair. So first things first, I'm gonna section off the nape. And now I'm going to use my GSQ by Glam Squad straightener to put some bend into my hair. For this bottom section, we're just gonna give it a little like turn with the iron just to to get some bend in it because we don't want these to be stick straight. If you do have long hair, you can just do what I do on the next sections on this section of hair. Can I just say I am really glad to have found another drugstore iron that I really like. It's just really nice to have a lot of things that I can recommend to you guys that are actually like really good. If you guys do want to see a little bit more info on styling your hair with a straightener, I did a whole video on 5 different ways to style your hair with the straightener using this drugstore straightener. Alright, let's go ahead and let down this next section of hair because that one is done. I'm actually going to be using a variation on one of the methods from that 5 ways to style your hair with the flat iron video. I'm going to be putting my iron in at a diagonal, and then I'm going to rock it back and forth through the hair to create an S wave. And then at the end, if it's sticking out awkwardly, I'm just going to bump it under. And then with each section, I'm going to alternate which way I am twisting the iron first. So the first time I twisted it away from the face, the next time I'm going to twist it toward the face, and then keep flipping back and forth. And now we're going to let down the next section and keep doing that. You know, a little like behind the scenes tea on being like an influencer or a YouTuber, like whatever word you want to use, is you get a lot of offers from different companies, and sometimes it's a good fit and sometimes it's really not. And I'm just really excited when I get offers from brands that I super believe in and love, like CVS. Between having shopped there probably 1,000 times in my life and just their whole like Beauty Unaltered campaign, where they actually don't materially alter their images at all, so like body shapes, lines and wrinkles, all that stays the same. And they mark that with their Beauty Unaltered logo, but then if anything is altered, they mark that with digitally altered. And as a creator, it's always been really important to me to have a lot of disclosure and to show you guys like what I actually look like. And it's cool to me to find a brand that has that same kind of heartbeat and get to work with them. And next section. I don't know if you can tell, I am going in fairly thin sections. I find with the amount of control I like to have with a flat iron, especially when I'm trying to get like this kind of a bend in there, I like going in smaller sections because it means that I'm more likely to get it right the first time and not have to go in and touch up. So it's less heat and less time. And I think this is the last section, so we want to make sure that the part is where you want it and finish strong. So now we've got our fun little like beachy curl texture in. Let's add a little bit of texturizing spray just to zhuzh it up even more. I'm using the GSQ by Glam Squad Volumizing Texture Spray. And then for a little bit of shine and definition, I'm adding the IGK 1-800 Hold Me No Crunch Flexible Hold Hairspray. Okay, and now we just need some finishing touches, like a cute little holiday appropriate headband. Let's see. I have a few here. We've got black velvet, we've got green satin, ooh, and we've got metallic leopard. I feel like that might be a little too much. So many good options. Alright, so then we've got between the black velvet and the green velvet. Maybe green velvet. So I'm leaning towards this one. But I'm going to put on my outfit and fully decide. So it's going to be a little bit of a reveal. But the way I'm going to put it on for real, is that I'm going to leave down the pieces that I want on my face. Take this back and use a sectioning clip to hold it. And then do that on the other side. Put on the headband. And then we let the clips out. And that's how you can get the amount of hair in front of your headband that you actually want easily. Alright, I'm going to go finesse this and then I'll show you my final look. With the hair and makeup look, I'm wearing a sequin blazer romper. I love this look. I like it because you get your sequins, you get the ease of a romper, but you also get that boss babe moment with the blazer. It's a really great combination that makes me feel both comfortable and glam to the max. And then for the shoes, I went for a more low-key option. These are kind of like a minimal heel. It's blocky, so it's comfortable, and I like the more streamlined straight lines. I also think if you're gonna go for it with like a red lip and a like hairdo and headband, you wanna balance everything together. So I like how all of this goes together to be both glam, but also sleek at the same time. And then for the necklaces, I have a shorter curved chain with little rectangular rhinestones. And then I paired it with a little lariat necklace, which I like to wear with deep necklines. I think it just accentuates the neckline and flows really well with everything else. I ended up going with this black velvet headband, which is from Anthropologie. It's a little bit padded, so you get to get in on the padded headband trend without being like a halo around your head. And I really like the texture on it because it's not just straight velvet, it's kind of like almost striped, but in a very minimal, cool way. And that is my get ready with me look from start to finish. We got hair, we got makeup, we got an outfit. How do you guys like it? Do you like seeing everything to come together? I feel like this could be fun to do more of this kind of video in the future. Let me know in the comments below. And if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that like button to help support my channel. And of course, a big thank you to CVS, first for sponsoring this video, but second for being an awesome company that I'm really excited to work with. But that is it for today's video. If you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the Braidaholic family here on Kayley Melissa, and all of y'all can hit that bell icon to be notified every time I post a new video. But that's it for today, whether you're old or new or a casual lurker. Thank you for spending time with me, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah! Bye! Oh my god, hello! Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Kayley, with your highlights so bright, would you light my sleigh tonight? And I said, Santa, yas. Did you hear my glowing jokes?
You said, who's going